11 minutes of non-stop news, your Weather Authority forecast, and SWX Sports headlines. This is NBC Right Now Local News, 11 at 11.
After weeks of discussions about year-round schools in Pasco, a task force presents their recommendation to the school board.
And a toxicology report is back on a woman who crashed her car through 3 fences last month.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Shane Edinger.
And I'm Hillary Whittier. Here's what's happening tonight. A task force says year-round school is the best.
When we started, I think if we had voted the 1st of March, we might have had 1 or 2 votes to do this.
A planned robbery ends up with 3 taking his wallet, cell phone, and marijuana. All 3 were arrested.
Education news tonight. Some high honors for a Pasco school. Silva's a 3rd grade teacher at Longfellow Elementary. This is the 5th straight year that a Pasco teacher has received the award. A generous donation will help people dealing with blindness in our region. The Safeco Foundation has donated.
A toxicology report was released today in the death of a Kennewick woman. Suspect is arrested in the shooting of gang enforcement team is up and running. They say the number of gangs is increasing.
Almost 1,000 firefighters continue to battle the monster.
Nintendo announced a new plan to bring up disappointing sales of its latest handheld system.
Northwest News tonight. Firefighters worked this afternoon to put out a hay fire along Interstate 84 in Oregon. A tractor trailer carrying hay caught on fire. 58-year-old Paul Combe was driving on I-84 near North Powder when he looked in his rearview mirror and saw the hay on fire. It happened around 11 this morning. The eastbound America tonight, the nation's top 2 intelligence officials visited Capitol Hill today to talk about the threat against America 10 years after the 9/11 attacks. David Petraeus is in his first week on the job as the new CIA. President Obama has issued a disaster declaration for the state of Pennsylvania. The declaration frees up.
U.S. stocks slight gains today. The Dow jumped 44 points to close at 11,106. The Nasdaq gained 37 points, and the S&P added 10.
Around the world tonight, one of Muammar Gaddafi's closest associates and military. Just send me an email or connect with me on Facebook and Twitter. You can email me at shane@nbcrightnow.com. We'll answer your questions on our newscasts and on my Facebook and Twitter pages.
Well, time now to check out that weather out there, and it's looking pretty nice at this point. Just a few high, thin clouds, a little haze in the air.
Thanks so much, Tim. The top 2 passing quarterbacks in the state are actually from the same city. Eisenhower quarterback Colney Castle.
Right Now is not a slogan. It's a promise of how we cover the news.
And NBC Right Now is redefining what breaking news coverage really means.
Being first, that's our reputation. But we'll also stay on the story longer.
Asking the tough questions.
Earning your trust every day.
From life-changing stories to fast-breaking events.
There's only one way to get complete breaking news coverage in this town.
NBC Right Now, local news.
Well, I'm back now to talk about some big changes coming along in our weather. Hopefully you've enjoyed the 90s because we're just about to drop out of the 90s in the sky. Checking out those current wind speeds, kind of interesting how calm the winds are down here. They're going to have that moisture come to our side of the state. Radar still not picking up any showers out there, so we continue on stability, the cool air. And whenever we get a big exchange of air masses like that from the hot, dry conditions that have been over us to cold, moist conditions, we usually have some very gusty winds, and that could be Thursday, Friday's conditions. Tonight, calmer winds out there, unless you're in the Ellensburg and the Dalles area. Otherwise, morning lows around low 6 weather again. It's going to be one of those weekends with cooler temperatures, maybe some mountain showers, a little bit on the breezy side. A lot of folks are